welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're taking a look at another film review, and this film review is a pretty recent one. It is Descendants: The Rise of Red. Descendants is a Disney movie franchise, which I absolutely adore the first three. I think they're absolutely incredible movies, and they decided to bring out a new one, which has none of the old cast in it. I think there is very few of the main cast that actually do come back, and it is really upsetting. I'm gonna be honest. I miss Dove Cameron. She didn't want to come back and do this, so they went in with a time travel plotline instead, which isn't that brilliant. It isn't that good, and it does not hold up to the other three. So I was already going into this pretty skeptically, and I was going into this with not many high hopes for the movie. But it is on Disney. It's on Disney Plus, so you can watch it for yourself. But before without any further delay, let's get into what Google has to say. So, Descendants: Rise of Red is a musical comedy that airs on Disney Plus, and the daughters of Queen of Hearts and Cinderella travel back in time to prevent a coup in Oregon. Oh, that is such a basic plot. But how the story actually goes is the principal of Oregon High School, the sort of school that all the other kids go to, is like retiring. Like, fairy godmother is retiring. She's gonna go to be the president of university instead. And the new president of this school is Uma, which is the character who's Ursula's daughter from last time. And she still uses her intro song with What's my name? What's my name? Uma, feel the power. Honestly, such a fucking banger song, and that did give me a little bit of nostalgia and give me a little bit of hope for this movie. But she does invite the Queen or the Prince of Red, like Princess Red's, whatever she's called, from Wonderland, which is basically Alice in Wonderland's place, which has been shut off and outcast because it's crazy, unpredictable, and wacky, and no one likes them. And also, the Queen of Hearts is evil, and they come through, and she takes over Oradon, and then kills Cinderella. So Cinderella's daughter tries to stop her, but we have the daughter Red here, who actually gets the watch from the Mad Hatter to go back in time to change something to improve her life in some way. It'll take her back to a moment in time which will improve her life if she changes something. So they go back in time and meet Cinderella and a good version of her mother, and they're best friends, and they get bullied by Ursula's sister and a load of other people like Maleficent, Hades, fucking a random snake kid, and Captain Hook. They all then want to get revenge because she made cupcakes and they stole them and ate them all, and it turned them into flamingos. So they want to get revenge on, like, Red's mum, the Queen of Hearts, because they stole the cakes and it went wrong and it embarrassed them. So they go and, like, steal a book from Merlin's office, but it's cursed, so it just freezes them in place, and that's where Red and Cinderella's daughter come in and take the book and basically go back in time, and her mum's now perfectly fine. Her mum is not evil anymore, and that's it. That's literally where the story ends. It is that boring, it's that slow, it's that predictable, but it's just shit. Like, it sets up the characters to be polar opposites right from the get-go, right from their character designs, right down to their personalities. We obviously have the red one, who's evil, and then we have the purple one, who's good and kind. They stand out so fucking much because they are bright red and bright blue, and everyone else is just wearing normal clothes, neutral clothes, and they stand out so much. Her mum is also pink before she turns evil and goes red. She has a sort of JoJo Siwa and changes her entire appearance and personality. It is dreadful. And it also sets up Cinderella to be the one to cause this prank, this big change in the Queen of Hearts' life, because she's the one that's saying it was just a prank. She's the one that's apologizing for it at the end. And when we go back in time, she's just so different, and she treats them all so differently and so weirdly. She doesn't, like, seem to be a friend to any of these characters in the end. She doesn't seem to be that friendly or nice. She just seems to be there, and she does seem to be hinting at it's like she's gonna cause problems with the way she smiles and just the way she looks at the other characters and the way she lies to them as well, it just sets her up as like the villain, and it never comes into fruition. It also ends on a cliffhanger with it being like, oh, messing with time brings like consequences. Oh no. Guess what? It literally cuts after her saying that. I thought the movie was about to continue, but nope. It just completely shuts off and completely shuts down. There's fucking nothing else to look forward to. That's it. Even the songs do not compare to the other ones. Like the songs in Descendants 1, 2, and 3, absolute fucking bangers, absolutely incredible. Songs in this, boring and forgettable. There's like one song that I like, and the second one I only like because of nostalgia, which is like the Uma one. But even then, they changed the beat ever so slightly that it doesn't hit as hard in this one. It's just very upsetting. I will admit the choreography of the dances pretty fucking sick. I will admit the choreography and how they dance sick. It's nothing like JoJo Siwa's new songs. The dance moves actually look good. They're quite smooth. It's very like High School Musical, and that's what the original three Descendants were about, and I quite like that. I don't know how I feel about writing them all out the story. I don't like that. They wrote like Dove Cameron and like her other three friends out of it by saying they all went on an adventure on like a pirate boat to discover new lands and meet new people. That just seems very forced and very pushed upon you because the characters never said anything about that in the past three movies. It just felt really shitty, and it just felt like they made this for a quick cash grab. Like they just wanted another heavy hitter movie for like Disney Plus, and I don't think it's that. Like the costumes are good, the characters aren't as interesting. I will admit the characters are quite boring. They're nowhere near as like as good as what they were before with Dove Cameron. And I know Dove Cameron doesn't want to work with Disney anymore, but still, I would have loved to see her come back just for this movie because she did so well as like Mel in the first three. She was like my favorite character in the first three movies. This one just the story is so basic and it's filled with that much filler. Like they just fill this movie with filler that we don't really need. They drag out such like a basic plot. There isn't a lot going on here. Like taking a look at it, very like I did at the start, how I normally quickly summarize the story. It is very basic, very quick, and this movie did not need to be as long as it was. It is not a good movie. I can't give it more than a 4 out of 10 because I won't watch it again, and I'm not adding the songs to my Spotify playlist. So it didn't work as a musical, and it didn't work as like anything else. It, it, I don't have anything else to say. It just doesn't hit. So I am gonna give this movie a 4 out of 10. I won't watch this again. I'm not your parent. I'm not your guardian, mum, dad, uncle, sister. None of that stuff. So you can make your own choices. But I do recommend that you don't waste your time watching this movie. I hope you all did enjoy this YouTube video. I'll see you all next one. I hope you'll have an excellent day. And goodbye. Stay home and stay safe. And if you do want a little bit more Tyler Pricey life, you can check out the link in the description, which will take you to my link tree, which will give you everything else that I have to offer as a content creator, from my TikTok to my Instagram to my Facebook, Snapchat, um, Twitch, Cameo, Reddit, all the stuff like that. And if you do want to stay here on YouTube and check out all the other sort of film reviews and anime reviews and TV shows reviews that I have, there is a playlist down below, and you can subscribe. 98% of you are not subscribed, but are recurring viewers. So let's change that. Let's make that number a little bit smaller, because I do think that number is a little bit too big. What, are you scared of the big red bird or something? Don't be scared. It won't explode if you push it. Probably, hopefully, maybe. I don't actually know. But what I do know is that it will turn grey, and that will mean you've joined the group, joined the price tags, joined the channel, and that's a good thing. We always love it that like when that happens. But I'm gonna have to love you and leave you now, so I will see you all later. Bye bye. You seriously waited 2 minutes to like wait to the end? Why?